I think journaling is something that, when it's portrayed in different videos and podcasts, sometimes it comes off as that it's the holy grail, or it's that one solution that's gonna like fix all your problems, like just journaling, writing down your feelings, or journaling about your day, other things, and gratitude journaling, different kinds of journaling, of course, included, all inclusive here. And that's what I kind of fell to the idea of as well. So I started believing this, that oh, once I start journaling, everything in my life is gonna become better. I have been journaling on and off for about 7+ years now. I started in 2018. It is now almost the end of 2025. We're at the end of November. So 7 years plus. And I say on and off because there were always phases where I was really consistent with it, then I fell off, then I was consistent with it, then I fell off. And I've always been in this cycle because once I start feeling like, okay, my life feels good, journaling isn't necessarily adding on to it right now because I'm already doing that in my mind as I'm going through my day. So I stop. And then I come back to it when I need to. And over the course of those years, I've also tried different techniques, different kinds of journaling techniques, questions that I've asked myself. But there's this one format that I really like, and every time I'm leaning towards journaling, like this is what I always come back to and always do. And that structure is gratitudes. I used to do only 3 things that I'm grateful for, but over time that evolved, and now it's gratitudes, and I kind of list more than 3, honestly. It just, I minimum 3, and if I feel like I want to be more grateful about other things, I also write those down. And it's really helpful because regardless of whatever negative experiences or painful things, or just things that are not going your way kind of things in life are not working out, you can still, it's a practice that teaches you that you can still be grateful for what you do have, and that you should be appreciative of all the luxuries, all the things that you currently do have in life, while still working towards the things that you want and desire. But don't forget that being the present and being grateful for what's around us right now, it's one of the most powerful things, because really all we have is the present moment, and choosing to always be grateful in all kinds of situations is something that I feel like for me has driven a lot of spiritual progress and connection with something that's higher than just me. Then I talk about, or I write down looking forward to. So these are 3 tasks or 3 things that I'm like, okay, if I get these things done, I'm gonna be really proud of myself today. So I usually write a couple of things down. Again, minimum threshold 3. If there's more, I write down more. Today I wrote down, oh, well, maybe I'll give you the gratitudes and stuff that I wrote down as well. For gratitudes, I wrote down my parents, love around me, my faith / belief in myself and the higher power, my advisor, my PhD advisor, because this guy is amazing. He is extremely supportive of work, but also personal things. Like, he understands, he's a human, and I'm just so blessed. And I'm grateful for emotional strength, self-awareness, resilience that I've built throughout the years. And I was looking forward to working out, which I did, recording a video, which I'm doing right now, and doing some meditation. And then we get to the final thing that I write, and that's the reminders. These are things that I want to tell myself because there's a negative voice in my head that's telling me something that's crazy. And in order to respond to that and give that space for it to kind of come out, and then I can respond to it like it's one of my friends that I can be very understanding of and compassionate with. So I write down reminders, and today the reminders were don't resist to exist, flow with life, whatever it gives you, you gotta accept and let life carry you forward on your path. And what I was trying to express was that life is gonna have ups, life is gonna have downs. It's just how it goes, and we have to flow with it. We have to dance through it. We have to experience it all and move through it with ease and flow and some rhythm, instead of trying to like fight the things that happen, being mad, being resentful, being angry. We can choose to feel those emotions and then let them disperse, like let them let them go throughout the body and then fade off, because no emotion is ever going to be the only thing that you feel, and we need to be able to feel all those things. So whatever happens, just take in the experience, learn from it, and continue to grow. The second reminder I wrote down was you wouldn't be going through an experience that isn't meant for you. So keep digging, reflecting, taking time, giving yourself time to process, and letting your inner world speak. I have this tendency to record more videos when I'm in a more introspective time, and nothing wrong with that. I feel like there's nothing wrong with that. It's actually quite nice. I get to process my thoughts, feelings, and I will get to revisit these things later on in the future. And I am looking forward to like how the next year is gonna turn out, and that what position I would be in November of 2026. So I am also really looking forward to seeing this video in another year. What I was trying to express with the second reminder was though that we are supposed to go through all the experiences that we go through in our lives. I believe all of it is to teach us things that we need to learn to prepare for what's about to come ahead. Now, of course, this is a faith, this is a belief. This is not objective reality per se, but it is reality for me because this is what I choose to believe, and this is what I see more of in my life. So, as much as I feel the emotions of pain, hurt, like the negative things as well, I feel like I have this perspective on how that's just meant to be a part of life, and whatever it makes us feel, it makes us feel. We go through it, we process it, and we figure it out like we always do. Like we always do. And looking at the time because I wanted to see if I should include the other stuff in this video or not. Yeah, that's just one of the other things that I was journaling about, which was actually something that I've thought about for the past few weeks, past couple months, and even spoke about it in yesterday's journal entry as well, is that change has to come from within. Mindset first, which then translates into feelings, which then translates into habits. And then that's how you create the external change around you. There's always something else to get to. There's always going to be that next event, that next thing, that next project, that next, milestone. And I wanted to remind myself that we need to find joy in the everyday things in life. As small as, it could be like literally as small as appreciating a really nice cup of coffee, which in itself is also such a big privilege, but appreciating that you have clean water, access to clean water, hot water on demand, and we have to find joy in the everyday things in life, and that's what I want to live by, and that's what I wanted to remind myself of. Hence the gratitude journaling. And we always think that the grass is greener on the other side, and then we get to it, and then the body and mind return to baseline happiness. I'm sure you've been through some experience where you thought, okay, once I do this, once I get to this, once I move, I'll finally feel happy, or I'll feel this, I'll feel that. And then you do that, and you do have those emotions that you thought you were going to feel. But eventually they fade away. They don't always stay. And that's how as humans, I think, we're wired. Nothing in this world is permanent. Neither are the emotions that we feel in a particular moment. Always fleeting, similar to just like a moment. Change is the only constant, which is also something I've spoken about so many times. I still think about that every day. But anyways, if you made it this far into the video, I appreciate you tuning in. If there's anything I can leave you with, it's that journaling may not change or revolutionize your life in a way that you see on social media, or in the way that people are trying to like sell you courses and shit like that. But it does improve your quality of life in the everyday aspects, which then overall compounds over the years. I don't think I would have become as self-aware as I am, as compassionate as I am, and just the human I am today, if I didn't go through the process of writing things out and revisiting them later on, seeing how I change, seeing how my answers are changing, why are they changing, what's driving that change. It's a really fun exercise, because really the purpose of life is self-discovery. Purpose of life is to know yourself and continuing to change and know yourself on a deeper level again and again and again. So if you've never tried journaling before, do give it a shot for a few weeks, a few months, see how it translates into your life. And if you are someone who journals already, then you probably share the sentiment. Anyways, I appreciate you tuning in. Thanks for sticking with me. Hope you got something out of the video. Let me know your thoughts, any comments, anything down below. And I will see you all in the next video. There was a lot of other stuff that I wanted to say, and then I was like, oh, this is gonna make the video way longer. So I won't do that. I'll catch you in the next one. Love you.